you today? I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful, amazing, gorgeous day. I'm very excited to be here with you guys. I have a very fun video planned, but before I get into that, I just want to say thank you so much for being here, and I'm very excited. If you don't know me, my name is Jade, and I am an artist. I like to document my lifestyle and my journey through art. So if that excites you or might interest you, I suggest you watch this video, because this video is all about my journey through 2023. It was a doozy, I will not lie to you. It was a difficult one for me, but within that difficulty, I found new depths and wonderful things about myself that I would go back and do this year all over again just so I could learn what it is that I learned. So I'm very excited to share with you my journey through 2023. So starting in Jovember, what the fuck? I'm so sorry. What the fuck is Jovember? Okay, anyways, starting in January. In January, I created this beautiful masterpiece. This is actually my favorite piece that I've made this year, other than the ending, which is super crazy. That's super crazy. But anyways, this year started off very lonely. I was living in a house with a significant other that wasn't really there, both literally and mentally. Like, he had checked out. But anyways, that's not what this is about. This is more so about my transformation within myself. So first, starting off, I was very lonely, and within that loneliness, I had no choice but to go within and start reflecting and healing and getting to the root of why I felt so lonely. And when I got to that root, it unlocked a lot. I won't lie to you. It was an inner child wound that started within friends. I will not lie to you. I have had very, very toxic relationships, both physically, not physically, what? I mean, yes, physically, but like with relationships, parental figures, my dad, but, and, friendships as well. So like, it's been a lot. So with this one, it was the inner child healing of my heart. And I never really had a true friend that I could call my best friend. I obviously had best friends growing up. I had one specifically, but a lot of the times they would go one day saying they want to be my friend and the next day saying they don't want to be my friend, or they'd make me the butt of the joke, or would make plans with our other friends in the friend group right in front of me and purposely exclude me. So that led to me thinking that that type of behavior is okay well into my adulthood. And that's obviously not okay whatsoever, but that was my reality for all my life. You know, people being very wishy-washy and toxic. So I thought that that was normal. And then when I was put in a solitude state, it kind of forced me to go in and face that head on. And I'm very thankful that I did, because then this beauty was created and I absolutely love her. So I made her colorful because I wanted it to capture the inner child essence, and then obviously the wilted flowers are behind her, showing the toxicity of the environment. Yet the inner child still stays and stands pure, because that's what it does. Like, inner child is such a beautiful, amazing thing once you heal it, because it can unlock so many gorgeous, wonderful things, and that's really where I'm going to go to next. Once I kind of healed that inner child wound, it kind of unlocked a different door for me. And this door was really just owning your personal power and realizing that the life that I was living, the loneliness that I was feeling, I didn't have to live like that anymore. I didn't have to continue feeling the way that I did. I have the whole power within me to change that. I knew that there was a lot of work ahead of me, but I didn't know the full extent to the work ahead of me. So when I made the conscious decision to no longer live the life that I lived, this was created. I love her. She is fully Prismacolor, and I wanted it to really speak the power that I felt at that time, because I knew that I had it within me to completely transform my life from something that was unfavorable to something favorable. And that was really exciting. I was very excited for all the new things that were going to come and all of the amazing things that I was going to learn. So I created this because I was so excited for the new life that I was going to live, but I obviously couldn't tell anybody. One, because nobody would really listen, and two, it would involve cutting out those very people that I could tell, and that was scary. I can't just be like, hey, I'm done, you know, I'm gonna go live a different life, so peace out. You know, you have to be nice about it, but even when you are nice, things don't always go the way that you want them to go. You know, you can have the full best intentions going into it, but things will happen where it just doesn't play out that way. That's exactly what did happen. And so she was created. Because as best as I tried to be genuine and not hurt people's feelings, I still did. And as unfortunate as it is, it's just the way the cookie crumbles, you know? Like, it is what it is. I wanted to live a life that was different than the one that I was living. And unfortunately, that means a few feathers had to get rustled. It's just collateral damage? I'm sorry. I really shouldn't say that. It's really mean. I just say that about my cats all the time. But yeah, I had to hurt some feelings, and it's very unfortunate, and I'm sorry it had to play out that way. It was never my intention, but because it played out that way, even better things happened. So you win some, you lose some. You know what I mean? And that's kind of, this is showing me as a reminder that even if things didn't go the way that you wanted them to go, still amazing, beautiful, wonderful things can still come from it. You just have to shift your mindset. And this is kind of a reminder for me too. Even when things are spiraling out of control, I have the full capacity to change that. And that's super cool. And with that being said, I had to learn to let go of people. And that's when this beauty comes in. Sorry, I'm trying to not get the glare of my light, but this one would take us to around July. So we got January, March, April-ish, July, right? So this one is actually called Midnights in July. It's inspired by a beautiful song. I will definitely put up the album cover. And it really just speaks volumes to how I was feeling, you know. I had to let these people go with love and with light despite everything that happened. And despite me never wanting to speak to them again, or without never wanting anything to do with them again, I still had to be peaceful within myself in order to grow. And this is just kind of like a reminder for that, like, be peaceful despite everything that happened, despite all the words that were said and all the things that were hurt and all the feelings that were hurt, mine included. You gotta let go with love and peace, or else you're never gonna grow. And so that one is just a reminder. And so the next one was actually, at first I really had no intention behind it. Like, it was just inspired by my mom and I's conversation. But as I further inspected, I was like, damn, this one is about envious friends, and this is actually a more recent one. So if you want to watch the video about that, I highly recommend it. But when I was reflecting on it, I was like, this speaks to me as well, because I've actually had friends in the past that have told me to my face that they were jealous of me. And at the time I was like, oh, they're so like woke and like able to express themselves. But girl, no one should ever be jealous. Like, jealousy is so ugly, despite how you want to cover it. I was just making excuses. You should never be jealous of anybody. You should always be in competition with yourself to grow. And I don't know how I didn't see that sooner. But with that being said, that led me to cut even more people out. And at the end of all of this year, I have completely changed as a person. I've completely let go of the identity that used to be me, and have transformed into somebody even better, in my opinion. And this one right here speaks everything for it. This one's also a more recent video if you'd like to go check that out. But it's all about me fully being at peace with myself and not needing external validation for myself, the things that I do, my goals, for anything. I can fully come home to myself. And that's a lot to be proud of. You know, it took me a lot to get here, but that's really all I have for you today. I'm very thankful that you were here to share this video with me and to watch it. I really hope you learned something, and if you like this video, if you like me, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? I'd really appreciate it. But again, that's all from me. Goodbye, my friends.